Welcome back to Carlotto's Dark Anthology. Tonight is a quick-fire challenge, my no excuses writing drill. The rules are simple. I pull a single prompt. I give myself 2 hours to write a brand new horror story. Whatever hits the page, hits the channel. Tonight's prompt is from my friend Michelle. I see a woman getting off the last train of the night. It's raining. The breeze is cold and cuts through her cheeks. As she steps off the train, the platform is empty, dark and cold. She struggles with her luggage, which is packed with shit she doesn't need. Then out of the darkness, a familiar face walks into the sim lights. Strap in, lights low, headphones on. If you survive the next few minutes, drop your own prompt in the comments, and maybe I'll tackle your nightmare next. Now, let's board the story.
The long way home. The last train of the night settled into the station with a sigh, shuddering to stillness. Rain had been her constant companion since crossing the state line, now cascading off her uniform in relentless sheets, penetrating fabric and chilling straight to the marrow. She disembarked on stiff legs, a heavy duffel weighing her down. The platform stretched empty before her, air thick with the scent of rust and rain. Overhead, fluorescent lights flickered in their slow surrender to darkness. A shiver ran through her that had nothing to do with the cold. No fellow passengers emerged. No station announcements broke the silence. Only the persistent rhythm of rainfall. Then she saw him. Half concealed beneath the dying glow of a platform light, he stood motionless, arms hanging at his sides. His expression was indecipherable in the shadow. Her heart surged with intensity, a feeling she'd buried beneath years of duty. A smile formed on her face. She moved toward him, each step deliberate, her duffel dragging behind until she abandoned it completely, arms opening wide in invitation. Every fiber of her being wanted to run to him, to collapse against his familiar chest, to reclaim, if only for a moment, the sensation of belonging somewhere in this vast, indifferent world. But he remained still. No answering smile. Instead, "Why did you have to go back?" Her arms fell gradually, raindrops trailing from her fingertips to the puddles at her feet. "You promised the last tour was the last," he said. There was no anger in his voice, but something far more devastating, hurt transformed by time into quiet resignation. "I endured the first, survived the second. Let the third break me," he continued, voice barely audible above the rain. "I still waited." She tried to respond, but the words congealed in her throat. They always did when it mattered most. His gaze wasn't truly on her. It passed through her. She turned. The distinctive rattle of a baggage cart approached along the platform. 2 station porters guided a plain metal container, unmistakably a casket, while a military escort maintained pace alongside, hand never leaving the rail. Her husband moved toward it, rain flattening his hair against his forehead. His attention was fixed solely on the carefully folded American flag, cradled in the solemn hands of the escort. She couldn't move, couldn't draw breath. She watched as her husband stepped forward, moving through her, and placed his palm gently against the casket's surface. His fingers lingered there with the same tenderness they once reserved for her face. "You could have just come home," he whispered. She wanted to scream, to explain that she'd done it all for them, for the half-renovated house, for the children they'd never conceived, for the security she believed sacrifice could purchase. But no sound would come. The casket continued its journey, and she followed, not by choice, but because she belonged nowhere else. She had come home after all, just not in the way either of them had hoped.